We've all been there, folks. Standing in line, eager to get to our destination, only to be stuck in the slow-motion ballet of airplane boarding. It seems like a simple task, get everyone on the plane as quickly as possible, yet, more often than not, it turns into a comedy of errors, with delays and frustration abound. Why is that? The usual culprit, inefficient boarding methods. The back-to-front approach, while seemingly logical, creates a bottleneck. Passengers try to stuff their luggage overhead, blocking the aisle. This creates a domino effect, slowing everyone down. It's like trying to squeeze a whole tube of toothpaste through the opening for a travel-sized one. Now, imagine if there was a better way. A way to board a plane efficiently, minimizing delays and maximizing everyone's time. Turns out there is. Let's explore the fascinating world of optimized boarding methods. Imagine a world where airplane boarding is a symphony of efficiency. Passengers effortlessly glide down the aisle, stowing their luggage with grace, and settling into their seats like perfectly arranged puzzle pieces. This, my friends, is the dream of staggered boarding. Staggered boarding is like a perfectly choreographed dance. Passengers board in a specific order, alternating rows and columns. This minimizes aisle congestion and allows for parallel stowing of luggage. Think of it as a cellular automaton, where each passenger follows a simple rule, resulting in a smooth and efficient process. Sounds perfect, right? So why isn't everyone doing it? Well, as with many things in life, the ideal scenario often clashes with the practical realities of the world. Let's just say that airlines have other priorities. While the perfectly staggered method might be a distant dream, there's a simpler approach that offers significant improvement: the Wilma method. Why Wilma, you ask? Because it's as random as Fred Flintstone yelling her name. In the Wilma method, passengers are assigned random boarding groups. This might seem counterintuitive, but hear me out. Randomness actually increases the chances of pullaways, those moments when a passenger has space to stow their luggage without blocking the aisle. It's not as elegant as the staggered approach, but it's a significant step up from the back-to-front chaos. So the next time you're boarding a plane and your group number seems completely arbitrary, remember Wilma, it might just save you some time and frustration. Let's be real, folks. Airlines aren't always motivated by pure efficiency. They're businesses, and their bottom line often takes precedence. This leads to those convoluted boarding group systems that seem designed to maximize confusion, not efficiency. Think about it. First-class passengers, frequent flyers, and those who paid extra for priority boarding get to board first. Then come the various tiers of loyalty programs, followed by families with small children, and finally, the general boarding groups. It's enough to make your head spin. While these systems might make sense from a revenue perspective, they often slow down the boarding process. It's like trying to direct traffic through a maze instead of a straight road. But hey, at least the airlines are making money, right? Even with the most efficient boarding methods in place, there's one unpredictable factor that can throw a wrench into the works human behavior. We humans are creatures of habit, prone to distractions and occasional bouts of rule breaking. Think about those passengers who insist on cramming their oversized luggage into the overhead bins, blocking the aisle for everyone else. Or the families who spread out across multiple rows, refusing to move until everyone is seated. And let's not forget the folks who completely ignore the boarding announcements, lost in their own little worlds. It's these little quirks of human nature that make it nearly impossible to achieve perfect boarding efficiency. It's like trying to herd cats, only the cats have carry-on bags and are running late for their connecting flights. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? After all, where's the adventure in a perfectly predictable airplane boarding experience?